This is Sherry Patton Ceramics, and this is the Lines Project. This is the first project of the year for my high school Intro to Art students, pretty much all of whom have no experience with art. So in the very first day of class, I give them 3 8.5 by 11 sheets of paper, and I staple them together, and I take a ruler, put it on the left side of the page, draw a line up. Put it on the bottom, draw a line across. Then they're going to take the ruler, put it right at the corner where they intersect, and they're going to use the centimeter side to write the numbers all the way up. Centimeter side, right in that corner again where they intersect, to write the centimeters all the way up. And then they're going to take the smallest number at the bottom, and they're going to draw a line up to the biggest number on the left. I do this on the Elmo, then the second smallest number to the second biggest number here. It really helps if you actually have them cross out the numbers that they've used already. With students who have difficulty learning this process. So you just keep on going, and as they go, it makes that nice pattern right there. And so then when a couple people are done, I have them look at what I'm doing next, and we do the same thing with the next sheet, but you're starting on the right instead of starting on the left. For the next part of the process, I have them take the third piece of paper. Actually, so I shouldn't have stapled it quite yet. I shouldn't have told you I did. And they're going to bend it perfectly in half. Bend it one more time. Really make sure that to tell them to touch the corners so that it's really right on. That's about all I can do with one hand. And then when they open it up, they're going to draw a line right down the middle where they have that crease, and right across the middle. And then you're going to ask them to do the same thing that they did on the first two sheets and continued here. So what they're going to do is they're going to think about making the same pattern here and the same pattern here, so that they link together, and they're going to do the same thing on the bottom. So it's like the flip side of this. And it's really exciting for them because they don't realize that they're going to end up with something like this. So on the second day is when they do this part and they color it. Some of them don't end up finishing coloring it, some of them do. I just go on. If they don't finish coloring it, I'm really looking at effort. So if they get it half done, still they can get 10 points for this part of the assignment if they're working quietly, trying their best. On the next day, I have them take a 16 by 24, I think, or 12 by 24. 12 by 24 inch sheet of paper, and I have them fold it 7 times, not symmetrically. So that's 1, 2, 3. I keep having them fold it for 7 times, and then they open it up. And then what they're going to do is do one of those arrays in each part where it has been folded. You can see that. So on one corner of each of those areas, they're going to make one of those arrays. And then on the back side of the paper, I have them do a graph. I give them a little printed out piece of a cell phone like this, and they put, they measured out each inch of the trees, because what I get is a lot of students who haven't drawn since first grade, and they give me trees and things that look like the first grader drew them. And so poor guys, I need to give them a way to go beyond that. And then they enlarge it twice the size. This guy did a dog. to go on the back of their paper so that they can accomplish drawing some more complex things. I just really loved this spot here. So they can do anything that they want with those empty spots. I do encourage them to draw things that they love, you know, places that they want to go, things that they want to do. So you can really see a lot of, you know, what this young woman just really loves in her life. And then for my students who, you know, want to try to really get a good grade on this project and go beyond, you know, they use that graph system to enlarge some things, you know, some things that are more complex. This student here was a late enrollee, and he is my student at that time of the year, the only one who had any experience. And so you can see how he has used that graph, that array, to make this complex looking peacock. So very, very intriguing how he's using those lines there. Thank you so much.